Every time somebody tries to be extra long, it doesn't work. It never pays off. It's much better to be at your natural length and try to build from that. And the problem starts right now. Hello and welcome everybody. Another video analysis of a community video. This one is from Serbia. Once more, very good rowing right there going on. This is Marko and Vuk. Marko is in stroke seat, Vuk in bow seat. They row at Silver Lake in Serbia. They are from Partizan, which is a quite renowned rowing club in Serbia. And both of them are actually juniors. And they don't have a lot of rowing experience, but this is pretty good stuff. So Marko, I had to check your video quite thoroughly in order to find what's missing. Generally, if you look at this video, it looks really good. There's not much to argue and say, hey, you should this, do that. There's nothing drastic that stands out. But some things there I don't like. Something is there I don't like. And whenever I look at a boat, the first thing I check is the relation of body motion to boat motion. Is this in the right relation or is it not? And I can't even tell you, it's like data, you have to check this data and that. No, it's just a feeling. When I look at a boat, when I look at rowing technique, what I do is I have a look, I see what I see, and then I feel myself into that boat and into the athlete. I try to see how the force travels through the body, into the boat, onto the blade, and I try to feel all the muscles which should be activated if something looks like this. And if I look at your boat, guys, there's a bit too much motion right before the catch. There's a bit of, you know, the attempt to get extra length, to be extra long. And I noticed from a lot of bi-rower coaching, when we have the force curves available and we have the video from the side, every time somebody tries to be extra long, it doesn't work. It never pays off. It's much better to be at your natural length and try to build from that. And the problem starts right now. Let's just go back a bit. Okay, this is just before catching. So this is, the position here is okay. It is not perfect, but it's okay. What I think, Marko, you in stroke are a bit more relaxed with your shoulders. But what I don't like is that hunched position. And Vuk, you're doing a great job as well. But it is the shoulder is a bit too tight. So probably have, if I were coaching you, I would tell you guys heavy elbows. So elbows try to help the shoulder to relax and the hands just move outward. So this is how you get that natural position. And now starts the problem. When you go forward, this is where you should do this one. Easy, stop it all, you know. No unnecessary work, that's it. But now you guys feel like, oh, we need to be extra long. We need to be extra long. And then you're working yourself outwards to the catch. Oh, and this is nice now, but what you did was a polite, you see this? Instead of just letting the hands go up, you actually lean onto your knees. And leaning onto your knees creates the problem that you just use a bit of upper body weight, put it on your handles. So the only way to reduce that upper body weight from your handles is, well, actually there are two ways. Way number one is you pivot upwards right at the catch. This is the classic. Most people do that. And way number two is then you just tube the slides, which means your seat moves without moving the boat around the blade. And I think this is what you guys do, because you really try to stay. No, very interesting. You do both. Marko, you move the seat without moving the blade. You see, your seat is moving before the blade is actually connected in the water. But well hidden. Marko, congratulations. You gotta really watch thoroughly right there. And Vuk, at the catch, you actually do pivot upward. And then you move a bit the seat. So it's a combo of both. I think you can leave it all out if you just put the blade in the water where you are. So at this position, this is where you're still in the natural position, where you can support yourself in that position without having to lean extra forward, do some acrobatic motions. It looks very good, guys. Don't get me wrong. This is not like beginner's training. This is high level technique analysis I'm trying to do right there. And you guys are performing very well, but still, this is where you can become faster. Okay, let's just follow that drive a little. Okay. And the problem now is that both of you actually started a bit with that upper body pivot slash seat, empty seat motion, and therefore once your blades are connected in the water, it's very difficult to keep that body position. And this is something I explain many times to my athletes, and it's not easy to grasp if you don't really see it from the side. The problem is that when you start to connect the blade in a way where you do it with an active motion of body work, which means an active motion of the parts throughout your body that actually then later on need to transfer force. The problem is that these parts always need to move in order to be able to cope with the forces. And this really always leads to short strokes. And this is the feeling I had when I checked your video first. Looks good, but short stroke is too short. Too much motion of the body without moving the boat. And this is clearly visible right before the catch and around the catch and right after the catch. And now it also starts to happen right through the drive. Because during the drive, you guys have to move in order to transfer all that force. If you wanted to sit still, just hold that position in a stable way, what would happen is that you would have to reduce force for a moment. So in order to stabilize the body, you don't want to do that. You really do not want to do this right after, right beginning of the drive, where the oars are almost in a perpendicular position. So this is a cycle that you cannot get out of during a drive phase. Let's just follow this a bit more. Yeah, and naturally you still I don't think you guys are slow. You're probably pretty fast, but there's more possible. And now, as you move around the perpendicular position, or still bending, great job, but you wash out. And that washing out is nothing you can correct at the finish. It just is not possible. It doesn't work. So what you have to do is prepare well now. Move forward. Let the legs wait a bit. I think you guys are doing a great job with this. Make sure the hip comes forward, not just the upper body of it, but also the hip, because this is what propels. Move forward. Relaxed shoulders, heavy elbows, light hands. So instead of this one right there. And now just move up the arms. Transfer all the body weight from the hands onto your seat. This is where it should be. So no unnecessary motion. And then pivot throughout the drive. I think you guys are rowing on a pretty high level, technically speaking. Not bad. It looks really good. This is good stuff. Let's just follow you a bit more. And what I like about you guys is that you propel around the perpendicular position. This is something special. It's not like you row, okay, and you row and you row long, just try to finish that drive somehow. No, you really have a common idea of how you want to accelerate the boat. And this is something a lot of juniors can learn from. That drive, focus on that upper body, pivot, without exaggerating. So congratulations to you guys and your coach. Awesome job, really good job. And you guys in Serbia really make great progress. There's great work done right now, and it might not be visible at this moment, but I'm pretty sure in 6 to 18 months this will be visible. Really cool. Absolutely impressed. So Marco and Vuk, that's about all I can tell you, and this is all about I would put my focus on. Make sure there's little motion at the catch. Your body should come to the catch in exactly the same position as it should be during the first part of the drive. Of course, you have a bit of change in the shoulder posture, but that's about it. And for the rest, it's really good. Yeah. And then you get more into that linear hand motion when you reduce all the unnecessary motion there. Okay guys, that's it for now. Really interesting. Thanks for that video. And yep, looking forward to more footage from my community. In case you guys don't know that, I will analyze probably 2 videos a month. This is right now the schedule I have. Maybe more, maybe a little less, of my subscriber community, on the Arm Training Facebook group, on Instagram, and on YouTube. So whoever is in my group, in one of the social media, this is you just send me a video, upload it to YouTube, and give it a link. Tell me a bit about who you are, what you do, a bit of background information, and then ready to go. I will have a look at it and analyze it. It is important that you guys grant me permission to do so. So I need written permission somewhere. Yes, Arm, you're allowed to use this footage. I own the footage, which means you own the footage. You allow me to use it, and I need permission of everybody in the video to talk about you guys. This is really important. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I wish you a very good day, and I'm looking forward to see you soon. Bye-bye.